Good morning, students. Now, we have already done the two phases of the life cycle, right? The first phase, that is the juvenile phase, and then the second phase, that is the reproductive phase. Now, today I will discuss with you the last phase of your life cycle, that is the senescence phase. Clear? The last is senescence phase. Now, what is senescence phase? When the reproductive phase is ended, means when the organism is not able to reproduce, then you can say that this phase started. This is the sign of that. जिसको आप बुढ़ापा बोलते हो बेटे, तो old age started. Clear? So end of reproductive phase of life activities slows down in this phase. जितनी भी life की activities होंगी, वो बहुत ही slow down हो जाती है. Means metabolism becomes very slow. Clear? So these are the three phases of the life. Clear? Juvenile, reproductive, and the senescence. Now, next topic is sexual reproduction, or you can say events of sexual reproduction. When any organism undergoes sexual reproduction, what are the main events in that? If we talk about the first step of the sexual reproduction is pre-fertilization, means fertilization से पहले क्या क्या होगा. Then second step is fertilization. Clear? Then third is post-fertilization, means fertilization के बाद में क्या क्या changes आएंगे. So one by one we will discuss all these phases in detail, or you can say these parts in detail. Firstly, I will discuss with you the pre-fertilization. Means सबसे पहला step क्या होगा, fertilization से पहले क्या क्या changes आएंगे. In sexual reproduction, the most important thing is the gametes. As we have done, the fusion of gametes is the basic step, or you can say the basic point of this. So it means firstly the gametes must be formed. तो सबसे पहले gametes को बनने. Clear? तो pre-fertilization में दो चीजें होंगी. Gametogenesis means formation of gametes, and gametes are always haploid beta. Clear? तभी फ्यूजन के बाद सेम क्रोमोसोम नंबर मेंटेन रहेगा. तो फर्स्ट स्टेप of pre-fertilization is gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means formation of gametes which are haploid. Now these gametes formed, अब ये जो gametes बनेंगे, they may be similar, एक जैसे भी हो सकते हैं बिल्कुल. Clear? And if they are same, we call it isogametes or homogametes. But if they are different, then you call it heterogametes. Right? Now, the diagram of this homogametes and heterogametes is given in the NCERT book at page number 10. Please go through that. ये आपके NEET में question आया था कि give the example of the algae which has homogametes or isogametes. That example is given in the book. Please go through that. That is Cladophora. Clear? Isogametes is found in Cladophora. Both are same. And heterogametes are found in an algae ficus, in which one is larger is always compared with the egg or the female gamete, and male gamete is smaller. Same in case of man, or you can say human beings, the egg is very large in size as compared to the male gamete, or you can say the sperm. So in man and ficus, heterogamety is there, but in case of Cladophora, you will find the isogametes, right? Now, after that, if you will find sexuality in the organism, clear? So, all organism will have the male and female. So, they are producing one male is there, other female is there. So, male is producing male gamete basically, and female is producing female gamete. Now, if we talk about the flowers, अगर हम flowers की बात करें बेटा, तो flowers में क्या होता है? They may be homothallic. Homothallic means when both male and female parts are present in one, you can say body, right? Now, homothallic means when both male and female parts or the reproductive structures are present in one thallus, right? Then we call it homothallus. Clear? Then homothallic, or you can also call it monoecious. Clear? Homothallic को बेटा monoecious भी बोलते हैं. Heterothallic. Heterothallic means when both are present in the different bodies. We call it heterothallic. thallic. Clear? That is bisexual condition. Now, if flower is having only one reproductive structure, that is if it is having stamens, अगर आपको flower में सिर्फ stamens नजर आते हैं, clear? One part is there, means only one reproductive structure is there, we call it staminate flowers. Clear? If pistil is there, if pistils are present, then we call it pistillate flower, right? So there are, means monoecious flowers having only one reproductive structure. If stamens, then staminate flowers. If pistils, we call it, or female part, then we call it female flower or the pistillate flower, right beta? Now, but in case of some plants, or you can say examples of monoecious plants, अगर हम इनकी examples की बात करें, cucurbits and coconuts, clear? Or dioecious plants, if we talk about, that is papaya, date palm. So these are some of the examples, clear? Now after that, but we find certain organism, हमारे पास बेटा कुछ ऐसे organisms भी होते हैं जिनमें दोनों मेल और फीमेल organs, you can say reproductive organs are present in one body. For example, earthworm, okay? That is earthworm or leech, we call it hermaphrodites. Earthworm neither male nor female because both reproductive structures are present in one body. Clear? So we call such animals hermaphrodites, right? So in these cases, gametes, both gametes are produced by the one animal, that is male gametes as well as female gametes are produced, right? Now, so this is how the steps are there and what types of organisms are there depending upon the production of the gametes, right? Now, how gametes are formed, clear? So, what type of cell divisions are there, clear? That I will discuss in the next video, so that gametes formed will be haploid, right? So, please go through it at page number 10 and 11 of your NCERT book and underline all the important points, right beta? Thanks and have a nice day.